Hello, dwellos, foe, and or fellows. Welcome back to the channel. Imamak Lizatu Komagaza, and this is Lee Sage. We are continuing with the Tey Eee reads for the fixed signs. We did Scorpio, we did Leo. Who is next? Aquarius, very strongly. Aquarius, this is your Tey Eee read. Welcome, friend. Oh, hey, foe. What's up? Remember I was like bald before? No, I'm not. Yeah, it's crazy. Change. Change is inevitable. It's everything, but it's inevitable. Everything is in change. Seed changes to tree. Seed changes to tree. Write that down. What do I mean? Okay, Aquarius. Seed changes to tree, and then seed changes to tree. So, Aquarius, we are seeing change and growth and legacy. We're starting to observe these things. We're starting to think about these things. Ace of Swords. First card, the Devil. Exactly. Capricorn energy. The most toxic sign in all tarot is Aquarius. This lets me know, Aquarius, that you are now starting to get out of the toxicity. This is part of it because the seed of toxicity, Aquarius, your roots, then changes to the tree, which is humanitarian, which is everything but toxicity. All right? So you are evolving to an awoke Aquarius. You are a sleeping Aquarius, you are an awoke Aquarius, or in the process to. What does that mean? It means that you were both spectrums, dark is the dark, light is the light. So you've already completed and mastered the darkest of dark of Aquarius. Okay. And now you are starting to learn this journey of the lightest of light of Aquarius. This is good. Probably just in time because it came close, real close. Gemini. Knight of Coins. Slow and steady won the race. That is for sure. You proved it. So what's leaving Aquarius? Six of Swords. So leaving Six of Swords, but Six of Swords is a leaving card. So you're leaving the leftness. The troublesome waters and things and stuff that you were in, you left that and head to calmer waters. Then the Devil popped up because you also could have been an Aquarius in the lightest of light and now turning darkest of dark. So instead of going away from troubled times and things, you are now heading towards. Where are we heading? Page of Swords. So troubling times. We're going from moving away into calmer waters to deception, lies, trouble with the youth. And when I mean the youth, I mean like the youth of like the world, of like the younger people. You could be a very old soul, even though you're young, and you're now kind of seeing a different light of things. Maybe you were all party, keep calm, keep peaceful, move to calmer waters, even though you're getting all these swords stabbed into your boat, right? Trying to sink you, but they're not sinking you. And now it's like, it's go time, right? We've learned something. Okay. So after we left and moved, we're going through the transition. Either way, if we finish the dark, we're heading to now learn the light. If we finish the light, we're now heading to the dark. Both aspects are within everyone and are for everyone and everything. Duality. So here we are, leaving, heading to. Okay. This is the direction of this energy. Okay. You have the Six of Swords going over and around, and the Page of Swords coming under and around. You also could be coming from deception, coming from false, coming from lies into a newfound truth. Something that's very close to you, to your heart. And what is your heart? Your heart is your mind. Okay. You've learned something. Something clicked. You have this newfound ability or thing that you've discovered, whether dark or light, that you're now honing in on, practicing, perfecting, because you understand the legacy of it. These weapons, right? Tumbulgiri, all these very like legendary weapons, Excalibur, the divine spear, you know. So all these things, right? What made them so powerful, so enchanted, so sought after? Well, it was their legacy. It was their journey. It's what they caused in the hands of whoever wielded them to come to. Okay? Very simple. So you can have an ordinary dagger, but if this ordinary dagger has slayed 20 kings, it's not quite the ordinary dagger now, is it? It's probably a blade of woe. Hashtag Skyrim. But you get what I mean. So you're understanding this in your own unique way, that works for you. This is just my own unique way to communicate, to get to you, so we can kind of see what's going on here. Because this is your soul journey, right? This is the Saturn return. You could be around 30, 28 to 33, I think 27 to 33. 3 above, 3 below. Yeah. So Saturn returns. So now you're reaping what you sow. You're reaping what you sow and coming into this new truth. This also could be troubles with children, real quick. Maybe they've like gone through some very like darker tragedy, dark or tragic kind of thing, trauma response in a sense as well. Sorry if that is the case. If not, watch out for that at this time. We want to do better. Okay. First card, Aquarius, the Hermit. Right. Talk about the soul. Here's the soul card. Intimacy. Into me I see. The Virgo is seeing into himself. It's going within, reflecting, analyzing, shedding light on the darkness, on the skeletons in the closet that you've once been running from, that you now have a newfound weapon of legacy, or, you know, potential legacy in your hand. So you now have the means of to defend yourself against yourself, to then conquer this ego thing and kind of get into what? Nine of Swords. Did y'all see that? This is what we're trying to get into. Nine of Swords is, so like maybe it was like a very like big awakening, kind of completely off guard type stuff, and it kind of like knocked you off balance completely, because now with this newfound awareness, this newfound truth, you're like, oh shit, what did I do? What did I do? There was this, there was that, then this and that. Relax. The Nine of Swords is putting yourself in thinking of all the worst things, not that all the worst things are actually there and happening. That comes at the 10. Where are we headed? King of Cups. There we go. Mastering the emotions, which kind of ties into mastering the mind, the imagination. Okay. So yeah, we're transcending, we're evolving from the lower primal aspect of the Aquarius to the higher. Okay. the one that creates the future, the one that heals the world, that gives back, that, you know, builds structures and things or makes waves or changes rules and dynamics to last legacies and generations over the material world, becoming a master of the material world. Okay. But we had to get rid of this. Woe is me. You know, I mean, oh, I've been through so much. So many people did me wrong. Da 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 da. No one cares. Do better. Basically, this is, I feel like, kind of the harsh truth that kind of hits you with it. You know, um, yeah, just do better. You know, you fucked up and things like that. You you are what you consume. What you consume consumes you. If you're consuming fear, doubt, failure, things, stuff like that, then this is what's going to happen. Again, seed change to tree. So if you're planting a bad seed, it's going to change to a bad tree. If you're planting a good seed, it will turn to a good tree. Okay. The tower. So this is the next big event, right? This is the next big main event, epic thing that's going to happen into your life that this is trying to get you prepared for. Okay. Tower, high priestess, intuition. So trusting, no more trusting your mind, trusting your emotions, trusting your feels, your energy, instead of calculating and thinking. Excuse me? Hold on. How is that even possible, Aquarius? You're always about the mind. You're always thinking. You have all the things. That's the whole purpose of it. You go from the darker aspect, which is the I know everything, egotistical kind of stuff like that, to the, oh, I'm just a small speck in this whole huge connecting thing. And we're all connected. Love, peace, things like that. Fighting for these things, implementing these things in your life now. Or again, vice versa. You came from this very positive thing and stuff like that, and you just kept getting betrayed and everything. So now you're in your villain era. It's time for your dark side to come out so that things can get in order. Um, you worry about this because how this could affect like the family and the people that you love and everything and stuff like that. But your soul, your gut is like kicking you to do this. No more people pleasing, putting your foot down, being demonic, being commanding, being controlling, stepping into your power instead of always getting walked over. About the tower, what's the scenario? The magician, right? This ability, awareness, power that you can create and do anything. The emperor, legacy, dynasty, the resources, the connections and stuff to implement this and make it happen. Followed by the Four of Cups, a lack of decision, some sort of divine unrest. So you hit a plateau point, right? Or bottom all-time low where everything just you didn't want anything. Okay? In that surrender is when you then received, because there's an owl here, like you're going through all this stuff, then you receive this communication from spirit, from source, that hey, you are actually an emperor. Step into your power. Now's the time. And here's the tools. Here's the weapon. Here's the blade of woe. Here's the spear of dynasty. Here's the tools you need to accomplish this mission or something that you now have been bestowed upon. I can't make this up. If this wasn't a smooth cut read right from the gate, just going off stuff like, whoa. To the high priestess, intuition. You probably use a lot of your intuition and just don't recognize that that's what it is. You know what I mean? It could just be like a little quirky thing you do that helps you like get something done, push you to the next side, or just kind of get you out of your head and kind of into your space. You know what I mean? Altering your consciousness, whatever. So whatever you do in these moments when you're doing that, because the King of Cups does indulge. And there is heavy indulgence. Could be alcohol, definitely drugs on the table here for sure. But you know, you do this toxic behavior stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily control you anymore. Maybe it used to, okay? But you found a way to harness this, to utilize this to your advantage, which may seem kind of deceptive and messed up to some people, but they're not you. You are you. You know how you operate. They operate in their own way. You don't impose on them, they don't impose on you. Don't tread on me, I won't tread on you. Okay? Um, so my insight to you, Aquarius, right? First, Four of Pentacles. Things are going to get better. They are literally on the way, but you have to make space for them. Okay? He's hanging on to his like savings and he's like, oh, I'm not going to spend in this or invest any of this because this is all I have. Don't do that. Just be smart with it. And how do you be smart with it? Because you being this smart hasn't been working. Now use this smart. Okay. The intuition. That is the real power. That will guide you to this type of level up. And then you can receive this offer from spirit because you will then be ready. If you haven't got things that you've been working on or wanting for so long, it's because you literally are not ready there yet. The universe, source, God does not give you anything, positive or negative, dark is the dark, light is the light, unless you are ready to be successful with it. Not just be able to do it, but be successful in it, like a guaranteed success. So if you wanted this more abundance or this lifestyle stuff like there, you have some work and stuff that you needed to do or that you have been doing, which is now letting go of this older stuff, reflecting that's been weighing you down, and making you become more lighter. And now that you're lighter, you can sense the heavy pull that the intuition does, which lets you know that, oh, you're doing the right thing. And then you go right back to what you do best. You're calculating your mental, you're plotting your thinking, your strategy, whatever, and then get it done. What happens? Improvements underway. So insight, improvements are underway. Keep it up. Invest in yourself. Death card. Everything that you've known up to this point, even in this reading right now at 1740, is now dead. It's now gone. It no longer exists. So, what's the clean slate? Four of Wands. Boom. Like magic. All this stuff that I was just talking about to get into, all just got wiped away because it all has nothing to do with what it is that you really want. That's right. Happy home, family, celebration, marriage, stability, joy. So then just do that. You're like, oh, I gotta go deep in this way, and like there's all these things, and like I gotta level up to this, and I gotta do all this stuff and all these things just to get to this peace part. Or you could start now at that peace part and then let the other things kind of flow the way they need to. Okay. You have the Magician, you have the High Priestess, you have the Emperor, and the Hermit, and the Death card, and the Devil card. That is 6 major arcanas. This is not in your control. No matter how much you think you have in control, you want to be in control, this is fated. This is happening now because it's time for it to happen now. There is nothing that you can do to resist this anymore because the Death card is here. And when you have the Death card here, when your main energy is the Devil energy, this means a death to this Devil energy. In this death to this Devil energy, you now leave this, woe is me, and then head to, oh snap, I just learned something and I'm going to practice and hone this because I'm free to do so. Other people may not like it, that's fine, but I know intuitively that this is what I am supposed to do. So I'm just going to do that. What happens when you make that click, that connection? improvements underway. What did the improvements help you do? Put an end to your old situation that you were just worried and stuck in fear in your head about and everything, and going through all this stuff. The Saturn return, this old life. Saturn return, 30 down. That version of you is dead. It's gone. There is no coming back for it. It no longer exists in existence. Doesn't mean that it didn't happen. That's where the wisdom comes. That's where the life experience comes. That's where self-mastery comes into play, right? All the secrets and things that he's gone through, the different lives and stuff that he's like altered and went through. None of the people in his kingdom see all that stuff. All they see is him being the king of this successful, abundant, loving, supportive kind of thing. They don't know the work and stuff that went into it behind the scenes. You do. You know it very well. It also could almost cost you a death in yourself, death to your marriage, to your relationships. Like it really could have almost like messed up the whole jump, which is why I had it got interrupted. So this is cool. This is good. Your question. Think of a question. I'm going to try to answer with the first card. Then we're going to check in with your mental, physical, emotional health so that you know where you're at and how to move from there. Okay. First card to your question, 5 of Swords. Don't let nothing stop you. This is a no card. Should I be worried about this and everything? No. Do it all the way. Grabbed all the swords, straight victory. We're not worried about the old things, the death, the past. That's over. That's done. All that shit is cut. You are now having this fresh new slate with this marriage, this relationship, and then from there, working on your own craft, literally your own craft, because hello, soul reflection, going within your own craft, the devil, craft, master of the craft, all right, intuition, craft, spirituality, the magician, more craft, okay, manifesting, creating things from nothing, thoughts become things, okay, like that's it. You got all the stuff you need. There's nothing that can stop this, derail this, prevent this from going down. Like it's definitely guaranteed, solid, locked in, okay, especially since you're coming up as the devil card, so it's like you're fully in this embodiment of like your lower self, right? And now you get this thing, this stuff happening to occur, which 4 Cups, where did this come from? Oh, the Tower. Okay, that's right. I was about to say, see, messing with the cards. So, yeah, this is locked in. This new life that's filled with all the stuff that you want is here and it's now. Why do I say all the stuff that you want? The Emperor goes after what he wants. The Magician knows what he wants and then starts manifesting it. The High Priestess knows all, knows themselves. The darkest dark, lights the light, and in a sense also knows what they want to do. If you put off being a musician or artist and stuff like that because just things weren't lining up, you're struggling with family, finances, and things and stuff like that, or they didn't mesh well, all that stuff is over. You're going to have the family, the love, the support. You're going to have the career, the dream career, the aspect, stuff like that. You're going to have the abundance and all the stuff like that. There are going to be people that are mad, that are arguing, that are trying to go against you, that are going to feel like you betrayed them, you let them down. That is their issue, not a your issue. Okay, villain season. How's your mental going, Aquarius? Indecisive. So we're still a little foggy. We're not quite clear which way we want to go yet. We're still searching or looking or contemplating on direction to go towards. Maybe both kind of turn back around and look really good. See, the thing about the 2 of Wands, right? How do you get to the 3 of Wands? You take your wand, your rod, your baton and you walk through the middle, and for a brief moment there's a three. What do I mean by brief moment? There's a three. In that brief moment when all batons are lined up and then you pass it, you pass that threshold, you have now created the third one, this new energy that now is starting to grow and manifest and will become something. Three of wands, three of batons, waiting for your ships to come in from the things that you have manifested, work on, implemented, and put into action. Physically, Six of Cups, maybe we're not like, in the best of shape that we used to be. Maybe age caught up a little bit, body's beat down a little bit, had a couple babies or so. It's fine. Six of Cups. Take this moment to take it in, reflect on that, but don't get stuck there, because Six of Cups, it's also like happy home or happy life. So then in starting to pick these things back up, they will kind of get into like a certain balance or rhythm where you can kind of do it all without over like burdening yourself out here, and then kind of get this health back to where you want it to be. You're at the Six of Cups, you probably want it to be at a Ten of Cups. So you're almost there. You'll have the Seven of Cups, which is going to be when you're not sure if you want to be bigger or smaller. Now that you know that you could be either one, and then just shape it however you're going to. Then you got the Eight of Cups. This is when you start getting that dopamine hits while you've been doing it for like a month or two. And then you're starting to now throw out like the foods and things and stuff that you used to eat that probably weren't the best. Or at least if you're still eating these things, you're also taking the initiative, putting back in what you're taking out. Again, the alcohol, the drugs and things like that, just make sure you're putting it back then. And it won't be as effective. So it's like you're at 100, you drink, that takes you to 60, and then you put back 60. Now that's 120. You got a little profit going on there, and now you can just use that 20 and then still keep your 100, and then build that 20 to 40, and then use the 40 and still keep your 100. You see what I mean? You'll hit that threshold, that point where you can't go back, your checkpoint, okay, when it comes to the body. It'll get to a certain point where it's kind of going to stay pretty much where it's at when it's done growing. And then that will probably be in the ideal state or image that you have for yourself. And then spiritually, King of Pentacles, we're stepping into our power. We're understanding that we do have this kingdom within ourselves that kind of relies on us and everything. The King of Coins is very business orientated, focused, has things in order, have things flowing, has plenty to give and still have, so spiritually you've hit I guess another threshold where you could kind of give more of your energy and stuff like that, and not have to worry about your heart or emotions or soul being affected anymore, or at least you'll reach this point on the soul level as well. So it's once you make that decision mentally, then it's just a matter of time. Six of Cups, the body will be where it's at. When the body will be where it's at, mentally, soulfully, you'll kind of be where you're at, energetic wise, feeling youthful, looking more youthful, young. Again, we're human beings, we regenerate. You know what I mean? We do this stuff all the time, just on minor scales. Does not mean we can't do it on a major scale. It's just a matter of learning how to do so. Even if it involves going into the darker crafts or the things that are hidden from the light, the books, the knowledge and stuff in the shadows that are hard to get to, villain era, plotting, scheming how to get this hidden knowledge, this forbidden knowledge, so that you can then learn it and utilize it for yourself. Okay. On the bottom, oh yeah, World card. There you are. Completion of the old cycle. Have Death card, confirming of the ending of the old, and now we have the World card, which is confirmation that you have this new beginning here, and it's the whole world. It's all the things, not just the little bit of things, and it's bigger than all the things that you wanted to as well. You'll grow into that over time. King of Cups. Okay. You'll learn that like level of intimacy into me I see, and then because you could see into yourself, you also can then see into everyone else around you and kind of know already where they're at, and know how to help them, and start the spiritual practicing and coaching and stuff like that. As an example, it doesn't necessarily have to do that. Your words could like move mountains. Again, if we're like with music stuff, okay. Um, yeah. So there's a big emotional release will be the key to it all. Okay. At that moment when like you feel all the things and all the stuff coming to, that's the moment to finally make your decision. So ponder on it until you get to that point, that threshold. Once you get to that point, then it's like quickly make your decision, left or right, go, and then just stick with it. Everything else will work out in time with temperance. And yeah, we have a mastering of the mind that comes up next. A whole nother new journey, a whole nother new suit. You probably did the passion, the wands thing already. No, you're starting off with the King of Cups. So you started with the emotional fulfillment, completion, self mastery, emotionally wise. Next, we'll go with the mental, mastering that. And then we'll head to the King of Wands, which will, your self passions, the things that like really are for you, or your life purpose, your gifts, your things that you're supposed to be doing. Um, and then you have the King of Pentacles, just the last one, but that comes with, completing all the other stuff. And now you have even the finances and resources and support and team around you to even do bigger, which then levels you up to that Emperor energy. All four kings. All four kings. So when you have the Emperor, and the Emperor in himself remembers and knows all four kings, he then becomes a magician in a sense. And then now creates his reality right in front of his face, right in front of his foe's face, right in front of his peers. Everyone will get to see your legacy unfold right before their eyes. And this could be some sort of divine plan thing that has been shown to you. So there we are. This is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this helps, and I will catch you next time.